Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2020 Playoff Projection Discussion Show. I'm Andrew Redden, here to bring you a little coverage, a little sneak peek into what may happen in the next coming weeks leading up to the 2020 OKPA Fantasy Football Playoffs. As you can already see on the screen, as I'm sure you've already researched yourself, pretty much everyone's still in it. A couple that you can see on the screen now have been mathematically eliminated, but other than that, it's a wide open playing field. I'm here to talk a few projections, a few scenarios that could play out that leads even teams that are at the bottom of a division into the playoffs. Let's jump right into it. Looking at our current standings, you can see that in the NFC, the teams that are in right now are the Scrubs. That's my team. Jalapeno a Spicy, Chad Zarat's team. Comeback Season, which was kind of a co-op between Wesley Lewis and Big Mac. We'll just call it Big Mac's team, though. He did all the work to get him here. And Pelosi Blowout, which is Nick Garman. You can see right there that Jan is on the bubble, Joe Buck's on the bubble, and even Schuster and Schlitzberg, my brother, and Dave Butler do have a chance to get in. For the AFC division, the only team that has clinched a spot in either division is Team America. It's Michael Morgan. Biden-Harris 2024. They're in for now. That's Brandon Hogue. I sit when I pee, Papa Hogue. And rookies are us. Yes, the other rookie in the division, or in the league rather. He is in as of now as well. Step Bros, which is Demo, and T Swift B Whole Eyes, Eric Muller, both on the bubble. As I mentioned, Team America, Michael Morgan's team, is the only team that has punched their ticket. They could lose out, still go 9-4, and they're still not, even if they lose their Week 13 division game, they're still in the playoffs. In the teams that are mathematically eliminated, Cleveland Steamers and She Digs Mayfield. Even if they win out, 5-8 for Steamers isn't going to get them there, and obviously 4-9 for Diggs isn't going to get them there either. Without even looking at division or points for. So let's just jump into a few paths to the playoffs. The clearest paths that I've been able to see in either division actually are in the NFC. It's my team, Scrubs, and also Jalapeno is Spicy, Chad Zarat's team, which actually we're going to play each other in the divisional matchup of Week 13. However, it may not matter for me. I do have two tough matchups, Week 12 and Week 13, for two definite playoff contenders. All I have to do is win one of them, even if it's not the division game. An 8-5 record punches my ticket. Like I said, even with a division loss. For Jalapeno, for Chad, the division win would be big for him. If he wins the division game, even if he loses his Week 12 game, which he has an easy matchup, a mathematically eliminated team in Week 12. But even if he loses that, if he wins his division game, he's guaranteed a ticket regardless of points. The other way he has in a little foggy. He could win the Week 12 matchup against the Steamers, even if he loses the division game, since he is number 2 in the division in points right now. If he can maintain that points cushion, it doesn't matter what anybody else does. He still controls his own destiny. Everybody else, there are some teams obviously that can control their destiny, but they don't have nearly as clear paths if they don't win out or win a division game. Looking at Big Mac there, obviously a division win gets him in. That would put him at 7-5. Here, actually, let's go ahead and open this up now. So these ones we don't really need to talk about. Those are kind of I guess those are the ones we've already talked about. They kind of control their own destiny in the NFC. With Big Mac, if he wins one game, we're going to go to 7-6. His record would be with 4-3. Even if Janda wins out, that puts him at 7-6, 4-3. However, the big matchup here is Garmin versus Big Mac. So if he wins that matchup against Garmin, even if Garmin wins week 12, that's only going to put him at 6-7 with a 3-4. He'd be out, and even if Janda would win, or no, not Janda, Joe Buck would win out, that wouldn't remove Big Mac, no matter, regardless of points. It would actually do that. And that would put Joe Buck in along with Big Mac. Let's get this back to where it was. So yeah, Big Mac kind of controls his own destiny. I know he just said in the chat that he kind of screwed himself with the loss. It definitely would have made his picture a lot cleaner. He'd actually, yeah, he would have actually clinched with a win over Joe Buck, and now it makes it a little cloudier. But definitely plenty of options for him to get in. Pelosi, even though he only has a 5-6 record, the 3-3 division record is going to help him out. Oop, we got to change this back to 5-6. Is this right? What the fuck am I doing? Oh yeah, so actually Joe Buck's ahead of Janda. I really fucked that one up now. I'm really fucking her up. Regardless, maybe we'll cut that. I don't know. I'll have to try to see if my video editing skills work, but probably not. So anyway, for Joe Buck to get in, again, I mean, he's obviously going to need a little bit of. Truthfully, he really doesn't even need any help. This is a close enough gap where if he puts together a couple big weeks, he could step in front of Pelosi even if they both win out. If they both win out and he can't do points, so Pelosi will get in. Oh, but that'll move Big Mac down. Yeah, so definitely win the division game. Jen is going to need help. Because even if he wins his division game, he's going to struggle because of he's only at 2-4. That only puts him at 3-4. And then these two down here, it would be tough. They'd both have to win out. He's going to win their playoff game. It'd be difficult. Because one of these is probably going to stay. Because the division record would put him at 4-3. But these guys would also be 4-3. Big Mac with one win though puts him at 7-5. They can't get to 7-5 or 7-6 rather. They can't get to 7-6. See, it's a stretch for these guys. I project them to probably turn red at the end of this week, even with a win, simply because I think somebody up here is going to win and that's going to put them out. But we'll see. That's what that's what these last couple of weeks are all about. Jump down to the AFC division. I do want to get to my projections here. Try not to make this video go too long. We're about almost 10 minutes in. So like I said, Michael's in. Hogue could actually, even if he wins, 8-5 is not guaranteeing him anything. Simply because of his points 4. And he's way down there, damn near, is that correct? Yeah. Damn near bottom of the division there. When he got his name changed, it definitely didn't help him out too much. However, playing his father week 13, that would punch his ticket. A win over his father punches his ticket and may well end his father's season. So there's a little bit of a conflict of interest. I don't know what he would be, would he would the happiness of making the playoffs outweigh the, beating his father's ass and getting him out of the playoffs? I don't know. Think about all your father did whenever you were growing up, helping you out. Um, as for Timmy Tenders, again, I mean, a win over his son punches his ticket. That put him at 7-5, 4-3. No, not necessarily, because Step Bros down here. That would make if he wins his division game 7-5, 4-3. Oh no, because he would if he wins his division game then he's 8-4, so he'd be in, or 8-5 rather. But Dima could also do that. Dima could also become 8-5. He's gonna have to beat me in week 12. He's probably gonna have to win out in order to guarantee a spot. Things get a lot clearer next week. We're just trying to make some projections here. The rookie, who's actually sitting there with a pretty low overall score, he's sneaking in just because of that 4-2 division record. Lost 2 in a row. If it wouldn't have been for those losses, he'd be in a lot better picture. He may have even clinched a berth by now. Obviously, if he can beat Demo in week 13, he's in. He's actually going to have probably a pretty good seed there with at least 7 wins and a 5-2 division record. And honestly, he could lose his division game if he beats Dave in week 12. That would put him at 7-5, 4-3, which we could definitely see several at 7-5, 4-3 in around here. And it would come down to points, which obviously is not much for him. He's probably gonna have to win out, truthfully. Now that I'm looking at it a little bit more in detail, he's gonna have to end up 8-5, 5-2 to move on. As for Demo, kind of a similar situation. What he has on his side though are points. Of these three here, obviously he's ahead by a lot in points. I mean, almost 100 points over even Mahler down here. So pretty much the same situation going on there. Really, he's going to have to win out, which this is a huge matchup right here. Look at this. Two bubble teams going against each other. And I mean, Demo, and then he has another, look at this. Another bubble matchup in week 13. So a lot going on there. Oh, his shit's going to be interesting, I'll tell you what. Jump down to Mahler. I mean, it's literally the same situation. He's going to need help, though, simply because of Demo's. See, Demo doesn't need help because he's going to face Ketchin in week 13. So he controls his own destiny. He can get in with winning out, especially the win over Ketchin there would get him in. So let's go ahead and jump over here to the projections board. I'll be honest with you. I have some tough matchups here. I could end up missing the playoffs simply by guaranteed a winning record, 3-4. Did I get in with 3-4 in the division? One of these would be at 4-3. He obviously has 4 wins. We'll just say I'm not picking him. I'm just saying, for the sake of argument, he could lose to Schuster, but then Schuster would be at 4-3. But it might not matter because he would only have he can't get to the 7 wins. So he doesn't matter. I just need to win a game. I don't think I'm going to win them both. I'm going to put myself at 8-5 this year. We're going to beat Chad, I think. So if I beat Chad, I see Chad will beat the Steamers. He'll end up 7-6, loses the division game to me. This is tough. It's hard to make this prediction. I'm going to go. Let's look at y'all. Let's see if y'all who can help me out. And obviously, you don't have their lineup set or anything like that. This has comeback season. Okay, why not? Against T Swift, I'm not entirely sure. I'd probably say he wins out there. He'll go 8-5 with a 4-3. Pelosi actually is going to lose out, in my opinion. 3-4. Joe Buck plays Hogue. This could be a pretty good matchup, actually. Right now it has Hogue. But again, lineups aren't set. Oh, he has Mostert in there. Who's on IR. Is he coming back? To return. Yeah, he's going to come back. So that could help him out, actually, down the long stretch. Let's give that one to him. Then against Schuster. He's been hot lately, but I still don't think it. I think I have him going 7-6, 4-3. I think that I don't know the other ones matter then. Because even if he wins out, yeah, it's not going to matter. Just go ahead and hit those. This is what I have going on in the NFC. Oops. This doesn't matter. He'll win. I'm going to say he's going to win one of them. Do I think he can beat Mahler? These are always tough. Especially a couple weeks out, you never know what's going to happen. I think he'll beat Mahler. I think Mahler will be the one. So that puts him at 3-4, and a 3-4 on his. Pretty much, yeah, that's going to mathematically eliminate him. Obviously, these guys are done. Just eliminated him. I already said that step. Oh wait, hold on. Where are we at? I have Hogue losing to Joe Buck. Does he beat his dad though? That's close. I think he'll win. I don't think so. Yeah, since he rolled me out early in the year, fuck him. No bias there. Puts him at 4-3, and I had him beating me 9-4. So he's in rookies. Okay, he'll beat Dave, but I think he loses the demo, and that's what's gonna put. This puts him at what? Demo wins out 8-5, 4-3. Simply by points. That's what's going to happen right there. That's what I say. I think these are going to be your playoff teams. Obviously, anything can happen. Hogue, I mean, knowing his history in the league, I think he definitely has a chance to make a run at the playoffs. I may have been a little bit hard on him there, but he gave me shit from starting off 0-3, and look at me now. That's what I'm thinking happens. Obviously, we'll have a clearer picture next week, but there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Be back next week to discuss what else can happen.